What's going on, Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and today I have not had one of these in a long time. This is a 15.6 inch monitor from KYY, and today we'll be unboxing this and we'll be talking about how this can be a productive companion for your iPad. So let's go. All right, so first and foremost, we gotta get this thing unboxed. Now, I have taken the plastic off already, but I have not done anything else. I did pick up the user manual, which it also tells you on the front of this that it is a 15.6 full HD portable monitor. This is not 4K or anything, so 1080p is the highest resolution you are going to get on this monitor right here. It also gives you some instructions how you can connect this. You can connect it via USB type C to C, which will show you that. You can connect it via HDMI. It gives you a bunch of cables on the inside, and it actually does some folding tricks as well. We'll kind of delve into that just a little bit, but for right now, let's go ahead and get the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes, the coup de grace unboxed. So this is it right here. Let's set it to the side for right now because we do have some other things that we want to talk about inside this packaging. So I love the fact that I don't have to tear these bags. They are like Ziploc bags. So right here, we get a USB type C to C cable, which we'll make good use of that in here. Now this one we do have to tear. So, this one is a power adapter. There we go. We put all the trash back in the box. So yep, this is your actual power adapter right here in the hand. Next up, we'll go to this bag. Once again, we got another Ziploc type bag. All right, your micro HDMI cable right here. And last but not least, another Ziploc bag. So it would have been like nice if all these had been in like the Ziploc type bag, but this is your power cable, USB A to USB type C. So with all that being said and all that being unboxed, now let's get down to why everybody came here. So this is the actual display itself, and this is the carrying case. I love the fact that this comes with a carrying case. Like, I can't say enough how much I like that this comes with a carrying case. I've had these before. They did not come with carrying cases, and it's hard to keep them nice and clean and from getting broken, actually. So let's see what we got here. I think I took the screen protector off with it. Yep. So screen protector is still left in here. It did come with a screen protector on it, but when I took it out, it came right off. So we're not gonna touch the screen from this point, but this is what you get. Nice, beautiful display. And on the back, there is nothing but my fingerprints. It actually will tell you on the back panel what each one of these things does. So let's just flip it so you can see it. Starting over here on the left-hand side, you do get a 3.5mm headphone jack. You do get the menu options, power button, 2 USB type C, and then your micro HDMI. Now, a couple of ways we can do this, but I do want to talk about this first and foremost up front, because I love any kind of origami style type folding cases. So you do get a like little cheat sheet of how this smart cover actually works. So you can use the back as a stand. Basically, what you're gonna do is, this is open, just like so. You're going to take this and it can stand up, just like so, magnetic. It's gonna have the logo on the back of it right there, KYY. And like I said, this is gonna just hang out right there. Once you get everything done, this magnetically goes back behind there, leaves you a microfiber film right there on the, that is microfiber right there. This is also, the whole thing is microfiber, and on the inside is microfiber as well, but magnetically attaches back behind there. You don't have to worry about it flopping around. You take your screen and you stand up just like so, and you stand up just like so. So it's not gonna move, not gonna slide. As long as you flip it up under, you're good to go. So that's what you got. Now, let's talk about usability, because we want to make sure that this is going to work with our iPad, because we like to be productive when we're using the iPad, and that's the best part about having your iPad. You can actually use Stage Manager and have a whole nother screen set up, and we'll show you in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and we'll give you a different view so you can see what we're actually doing while we're doing it. All right, so if you're gonna use your iPad setup, which that's what we're gonna be using right now, you can connect directly USB Type-C to C. Now, this uses USB Type-C 3.1, so just keep that in mind. Both of these USB Type-C ports are 3.1, so you're not gonna get the latest 3.2 technology, but it should still work just as fine. Now, the other thing is this can be connected to your PlayStations and your Nintendo Switches. Just make sure that you use the power adapter that comes with it if you plan on using those types of devices, and make sure that you plug the HDMI into this first before you plug it into your PlayStation or your Nintendo Switch. So we're going to locate the USB Type-C ports, and we will plug this bad boy in. And now it comes up, it comes on automatically. When you set this thing up, it's gonna tell me over here that, hey, we wanna use Stage Manager, and we should be good to go. There we go. Now, a couple of things, a few housekeeping things. We gotta go through and make sure that our settings are correct. So if we turn to the side here, we will see that our settings are going to be up here so that we can toggle them. Now, I can already tell you right now, I'm not a fan of this. Like, it slid just a little bit. It didn't slide that time, so that's a big plus. So I want to go ahead and start to toggle my settings. Now, sometimes these settings can be a nuisance to get started, but up top we got brightness, contrast, black level, and the sharpness of it. So we'll just go here, and we will hit brightness, and you can toggle the brightness up and down after I press it again. So pressing the menu button actually selects your item, and you can toggle your brightness up and down as you see fit. I'm gonna leave it right on 50. I'm gonna hit that, and then I'm gonna go to my contrast going down, and we'll make that a little more contrastier and a little less contrastier. I'm gonna leave it on 50 for right now. So the screen looks a little washed out. I'm gonna see if I can fix it with these settings. There. Okay, it does have an HDR mode. So let's go and, oh, now that looks a lot better. So colors are nice and bright and vivid, and then we got an auto as well. So we're gonna leave it in HDR mode because I like the look of that. Actually, we'll do auto. How about that? We'll do auto. So it's running at 1080p at 60 Hertz. So just keep that in mind. Now, we will next just wait for it to time itself out and go back in. And you do have image settings. So we'll come, you can only change one of them right now, wide. So you got a 4.3 aspect, and you got the wide. So that's what you got. Those are your settings when it comes to the images. So this is the big reason why reading is fundamental. When you press your menu button, if you want to go back out of it, it is the power button that takes you back. So reading is very fundamental. We want to make sure we get that across to everybody. So this is what we're going to do next. I'm going to actually go back down to the on-screen display, and you do have transparency, on-screen timer, and the language in there. And then you got your volume, you got your mute, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna toggle the volume, and we're just gonna turn it up some so we make sure that we can hear it when it comes on. And we'll go back. Oh, see, that's a lot better. I like that. You go back, and let's mess with the black level. Oh, so in HDR mode, you can't change any of that. When you turn HDR on, you can't adjust any of those features. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. It looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm leaving it right there. Now, you can see I do have my cursor over here, and I can come back over here to my iPad. I like that right there off the bat. I now have 2 screens that I can take and be portable and be productive on the go. So let's say over here, I want to, what am I gonna open up? Now it says our audio is going to work. So your audio is gonna work through both USB Type-C, and audio and video works through HDMI as well. So you don't have to worry about any glitchy outcomes. Let's see what we got. Enter full screen. We're going to find me. Average tech guy. Okay. And this is me. So let's see what we got.
What's going on, Average Tech Guy here? Today we're back. More tech, more reviews, and this, my friends, is the BYU C2. Today we'll be talking about it, and we'll be seeing if this.
So audio, I got it on 70%. Let's take this audio up some, and you probably did hear it. Let's increase this volume. We're going all the way up. We're gonna max it out, 100%. Boom, boom, boom. So we were on 76%. Let's max it out.
Is the commuter bike for you? So let's go.
All right, now let's see if the audio button on our iPad has anything to do with the audio on. No, not going up.
So the BYU is one of their newer bikes.
So we can actually toggle it back to the iPad.
It has a full throttle system. It has a nice bell on the front of it, which my kids love.
So right away, we can see that the audio is not that strong, even on 100%. It still sounds just about like the 70% that we had it on. And my iPad's audio is clearly gonna like blow this out of the water. But that is what we got. And now I'm gonna do a comparison just with another video. Now this is not a touch display, and I just touched and left a fingerprint on it. But let's do just a quick comparison of another video. So let's see. Because I think some people told me that that video may have had some issues with the sound. So let's just try another one.
Okay, so Apple Pencil, one of my all-time favorite gadgets to ever use. This is Pro right here, and of course, Pro.
Yeah, huge difference in the audio quality when it swaps different devices. But when you are looking for something for productivity, let's just talk about that for a moment. Sometimes I have multiple things going on at a time. So if I'm in Microsoft Word and I got this document open that I'm working on for work, and let's say I got it. And then over here, I'm working on, let's say I'm working on this project as well. So I actually can be doing back and forth between both of them anytime that I need. And also, like I mentioned earlier, you can take full advantage of the full screen view over here, full screen view over here, and then we are good to go. And you can still zoom in. You can still be just as productive. No matter if you were using a real computer monitor, you can still be just as productive as you were doing that. So I think this is something really good, especially if you're working from home, if you travel a lot. This is something that's gonna be good for you because it will allow you to be able to siphon your power from here and use this device on the go and be just as productive as if you were sitting at home behind a desk. Now, once again, as soon as you disconnect, it goes off. It shuts itself down and you're still connected over here. But remember, this is gonna draw power directly from your iPad. So to recap, if you're gonna be using an iPad or Android phone, you're gonna connect this cable that they give you directly from the iPad to this device, directly from the phone to this device. It's gonna pull power from those devices. If you're using something like a Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, things like that, you are going to plug this in and you're gonna send power directly from the wall to the device, okay? So just keep that in mind. So if you don't wanna actually use your new monitor in Stage Manager mode, you can actually come into the settings like I have right here, go into display and brightness. Once you go into display and brightness, you will get these settings on the screen between light and dark and all that good stuff. You just come down to where it says arrangement. Once you tap on arrangement, you will hit the button that says mirror display. Once you hit mirror display, it actually changes your screen over here to mirror the exact same thing that is going on your iPad. Just remember, if you are mirroring a display on an iPad, you're going to get these ugly bars on either side. So just keep that in mind. If you don't want those ugly bars and you want to just use Stage Manager, click right there. It goes right back to a desktop setup. Nice, beautiful full screen display. And then when you come out of here, you just hit cancel, going back home. And now you have two separate displays that are set up that you can go back and forth between to increase your productivity. While we have everything right here, I want to disconnect the iPad and kind of move it to the back. We're going to grab my Samsung Galaxy Tab right here. This is the S8 Plus. We're gonna now plug it up. We'll wait for that monitor to start up over there on the side. And if you notice, we got the screen over here, mirroring the display over here, and you still have those black bars. So anytime you have that mirrored display from your tablets, you are going to get those black bars on the display. You can actually get rid of that if you go into DeX mode. So when we open up Samsung DeX, it gives us a full screen display. Now I don't have a mouse connected to this, so I won't be able to use this or take full advantage of it. But remember, DeX now has two separate modes. So if I exit DeX and I go to the new DeX setup and I start it back up, and I go home, this is what the new DeX setup is. It basically mirrors my display, but once again, it's going to still give me those same bars on the side. So you can use this in a mirrored display or a upgraded display on both of these devices. Just depends on which one you have. So the other thing I did want to show y'all is basically my favorite gaming system that I have right here, which is my Steam Deck. And we're gonna just plug it in up top. And we're gonna push that back some. And there we go. So our Steam Deck is working. So now we can travel with this. And this is crazy, because now we can travel with this and we can play games on the go, on a larger display. And basically we can use controllers, we can use the actual Steam Deck itself, but we can have a full gaming system on the go. Once again, this is from the company KYY. It is a 15.6 Type-C FHD, not 4K, FHD portable monitor. It weighs in about 720 grams. It offers you an IPS display. It has a 3.5mm headphone jack. It has built-in speakers, which we already discussed. It has power pass-through, where it's gonna siphon power from your devices, and it actually uses power from the wall as well if you need it. It connects via USB Type-C as well as HDMI. You can't ask for a whole lot more. This is a great little device for you to carry and travel with. It works with your phones, your tablets, your gaming systems, everything. So go by and check it out. And it even looks really good as well. So go by and check it out. I'll be sure to drop a link below. And until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.